This is a garden which I picked up just over a year ago now, and I don't normally do the lawns at this place. Normally this is a place the customers look after the lawns themselves. I've done it a handful of times. When I do it, normally I'll use my own mower. On this occasion I didn't have a mower on the van this day, didn't think I'd be needing one, and customers said it was alright for me to use their Mountfield lawnmower. When I've cut this lawn in the past, the handful of times that I have done it, I have used my own mowers. Unfortunately on this day, the Hater 41, which I normally use, the roller had actually fallen off of it. Not just come away, but it just literally disintegrated, and was in the shop getting a new roller put on. Probably go over that more in an upcoming video. I don't mind using customers' lawnmowers when I have to. Some of my customers I work for, when I cut their lawns, actually like me to use their lawnmowers. I think it's the sort of thing where they've spent a lot of money on it and it's sat in the garage not being used, and they rather get the use out of it. But I really only do it a few different places. Obviously if it's a ride-on lawnmower, that's a little bit different. I have to use it because the job's just too big without it. But on this occasion, and the places where I do use the customers' push mowers, I don't make a habit out of doing it, and if I do it, I've always had a chat with the customers before to say, if something goes wrong with the mower, I don't really want to be held responsible with it, So, and everybody I use their mowers, we have a amount of trust between each other, so I do feel even if we had an issue with this mower, I wouldn't be held responsible, hopefully. So a little bit more about the Mountfield lawnmower which I'm using. This is the first time I've ever used it. It's fairly new to the customers. I think they've only used it 3 or 4 times themselves. So everything's brand new on it. Everything's clean as a whistle. So bagged very, very well on this day. But as I say, the bag is extremely clean, and the weather was very dry on this day. A couple of things to say about it. Lot slower than the mower I'm used to. Obviously, I'm used to using the Hater 41, which is like a rocket and will really drag you around the garden if you let it. So this is a different pace. This is more of obviously a domestic type mower. Probably the higher end of the homeowners market, I would have said. Got a roller on the back. It's very lightly built. You can tell on the handles they've got these very small little bolts that basically hold the handles to the mower, and they were getting very, very loose. I had to keep sort of making sure they weren't all going to fall apart. But as far as homeowner lawnmowers go, I think this is pretty good. The grass in this garden is in fairly low condition. There's a lot of moss in the lawn, lots of holes. There's a fair lot of rabbits around this area. I think the customers are looking into upgrading the lawn a little bit. Whether or not it be weed and feed. I've mentioned scarifying to them, but they are fairly jealous of the garden that is next door to this, which is lovely, lush green grass. And yeah, this side we just really struggle. As I say, I don't normally cut the lawn here. In fact, on this day I only did half the lawn for the customers, as the customers had done half the lawn themselves, but it started raining when they were doing it, and I was coming on the next day anyway. So one thing I always do for the customers though is the strimming, and I find that a lot of places you go where customers like to cut their own grass but they don't tend to have a strimmer, so I obviously get that job. Things for me in the gardens lately has picked up quite a bit. We are obviously still going through the coronavirus at the minute and are still pretty locked down, although things have lessened over this week. I've noticed over the last couple of weeks that the phone has been ringing more and more. A lot of old customers that I haven't been working for have now got back in touch with me, and I'm pretty sure I'm up to date with most of them now. I do have a video coming out where I'll just have a little bit of a chat to you though about how things have been for me during this whole lockdown. So that video should hopefully be coming out in the next week or so. Like I say, that would be more of a general chat about how things have gone for me in my business during the lockdown. I hope everyone's managed to stay busy during the lockdown period. As gardeners, I know we are allowed to go out as long as we stay to ourselves, which I've been trying to do as much as possible. Anyway, thank you ever so much for watching, guys. Take care, be good, and please stay safe. I will see you next time.